Um, since you brought up the grid, I need to bring up a Washington Post story where we reported recently that nearly 1 in 3 Americans
Yes.
had experienced a weather disaster in the past 3 months, fueled by rising temperatures. Many of these events have exposed vulnerabilities of the grid, some of which you just talked about. And you talked about things that could be done in the future, but what's being done now to upgrade the grid?
Well, not enough for sure. I mean, that's why the bipartisan infrastructure plan puts in place a grid development authority to be able to do those things. But we've got, we've got electric grids on poles that were established in the 1950s with wires hanging on the top. I mean, it's just complete. It's not designed for a 21st century country. It's just not. So things have to be replaced. Some areas they've got to be undergrounded. The wires do, and honestly, the grid is responsible for a lot of the agony when these extreme weather events happen. So whether it's in Texas where they hadn't weatherized, or in New Orleans or anywhere where there's a hurricane which blow over these old poles, or in California when they have a drought and it's exacerbated by a sparking from wires, we need to upgrade the grid. Just quickly, just so that you get the sense of the exponential increase in these extreme weather events and what it's costing us by not addressing climate change and resilience. In the 1980s, Jonathan, we spent about $18 billion a year to clean up after extreme weather events. In the last 3 years, we have spent $120 billion a year cleaning up after these extreme weather events. So the exponential increase is astonishing. We have just experienced a record summer, record heat. It is going to be the coolest summer we ever experience if we do not get on it. And so it is code red for humanity, and we need to invest both in resilience and in making sure we add the capacity for clean energy so we can reach the climate goals that will mitigate and stop this continued climate warming, weirding, really.
Right, climate weirding.